Yeah. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. They pushing P. They pushing P. They be getting on the streets. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. They pushing P, getting paper out of the streets. Pop to Zannies and I flow, can feel my feet. You still young, son, get down on your knees. I'm too blessed, I made a legendary sneeze. Picked the pistol on the table, then I squeeze. Where you headin', boy, you know I got the keys. I run so hard like I support a lot of kids. I hope you get it, and this time I'm overrated. On my game, you know hate is never hated. Don't mean to lie about my looks, just got upgraded. Yeah. Drippin', dropping, pussy popping, let me hit it. I live a film, wanna see it like a millionaire. Stop acting brand new cause you growing older anyway. We live in one way and we die in many ways. You better shout it, homie, if you don't know what to say. I'm on my way up to the richest, nigga, move away. I chose to trap on beats and they decided to pay. With just the hobby, make amends, you know I'm here to stay. You niggas trash talk while I do the crib walk. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. All my dogs are in the streets, they pushing P. They pushing P, they be getting on the streets.
Yeah, all my dogs in the street, they pushing pistol. Yeah, no gotta love. All my dogs in the street, they pushing P. All my dogs in the street, they pushing patient. All my dogs are in the street, they pushing perfection. They pushing P. Getting paper. Yeah, you know, like a library man, what he's doing all the right, then all the books, people fooling on that. Can you cut the pages? Man, you gotta make like that. Hey, what you saying? I'm a dog, and you know, every time I gotta talk like a bug. Everybody here, yeah, you know, this a bug. But you gotta tell you of the time, I'm the boss. And it's alright, and you know that the skeletons are funny and it's alright. Yeah, Tupac Shackle down on that, but you go say no bones. Started got a skin and the salt, on the spirit living. All you gotta give your soul. What you gotta say, you gotta music giving soul. What you gotta say? Godly.